Come on, man.
Come on, man. All right. It's game day. Got some good ones coming up at noon. Ohio State and Penn State, Duke and Miami, Ole Miss and Arkansas, Army and Air Force, too. What else at noon? Glad you asked. Syracuse and Virginia Tech. We'll see what happens there. Anyway, should be a great day of games. I'll move the chair out of the way and stand up in a minute once the games start. We still got about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes before the games start. No time to hide. Billy gonna whoop the dogs, says Ace. Yeah, that's copy and pasted from every year that Billy Napier's been the coach there and hasn't worked out. Unfortunately for you, the reality of the situation is that Florida sucks. So I don't know what to tell you. You know that too. That's what's weird. You know that too. You know Billy Napier doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. This is a coaching mismatch of biblical proportions, my guy. Not just head coach. I'm talking staff for staff. Georgia just coach circles around the Gators right now. Florida versus Kentucky was like three-legged dogs fighting by the dumpsters. Kentucky's circling the drain, man. They're in give-up mode. I'm concerned about Stoops' future there too. You know, he gave them one of these last year, basically, and was going to take the Texas A&M job until the Texas A&M fans got mad, and so he stayed at Kentucky. But they weren't happy about that. Now this season ain't going well. They're getting worse with every week that goes by. Kentucky could be looking to make a change soon. Why is Oklahoma playing an FCS team in November? Lots of people play FCS teams in November, or Group of Five, or whoever else. Happens a lot. Hey, Lou, Gent Smith with another good performance last night. Yeah, he had almost 150 yards. Nice to see you today, Lou. Best channel in the world. Give me a lock to pick for the 12 o'clock games. Man, I hate giving out locks. I mean, I do it because, like you, people like to, what's the lock of the week? I mean, I'll show you what I've got. I've got Penn State, Ohio State under 48. Army team total over 16.5 in the first half. They're playing Air Force. I've got Syracuse +4. They're playing Virginia Tech. Arkansas +7.5. They're hosting Ole Miss. Duke, Miami over 54.5. Those are all noon games. Later tonight, I've got Tennessee -17. It was at 17.5. I bought it down to 17. Later tonight, I have South Carolina +3. And then all four of these bets right here, I didn't pick these bets. We did the random wheel thing, the rigged wheel deal. I just put a bunch of games on that wheel and spun the wheel, and these are the games that the wheel picked. So make of that what you will. But those are the bets I have for the noon games so far. But y'all help me do let's do a 2-bet parlay for the noon games. So I need two winners, and we're going to parlay them for the noon games. Parlays are terrible bets. They're bad ideas. They're sucker bets. It's the quickest way to lose money gambling possible. They're terrible. It's a bad idea. You should never do it. With that being said, let's pick a 2-game parlay. So on the noon games, what do we think on these noon games? We need 2 winners. Ohio State and Penn State. Ohio State's a 3-point favorite. Miami, the line's up to 21.5. Ole Miss and Arkansas. Army by 18 over Air Force. I like Illinois. Illinois is an underdog at home to Minnesota. I don't know about that. I like Illinois there. Am I crazy? Well, I am crazy, but I mean, is that a dumb bet is what I mean. Syracuse, too, I like at +3.5. Syracuse is a home underdog. Illinois is a home underdog. We could do like a home underdog bet for a parlay. What should we do? I'm not doing Arkansas money line on a parlay, dude. They're an underdog. Illinois as an underdog is kind of weird. Yeah, Illinois +2. Illinois and Army. I don't trust Illinois. Do you trust Minnesota? Air Force is like 1-7. What should we do? We're about 10 minutes away from kickoff. I'm going to have Ohio State and Penn State over here. Arkansas, Ole Miss, Duke, Miami. Those are the 3 games we'll have on at noon. Lou, are you done streaming after the 3:30 games are over? Probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, by that point, I will have been live streaming for 10 hours. Northwestern over Purdue. Kirby Smart likes Billy Napier. That's why he will be the assistant punting coach for Georgia. What's your game of the week besides the obvious? Ohio State versus Penn State. SMU versus Pitt. That's the only other ranked versus ranked game. SMU versus Pitt. Pitt's undefeated. SMU with just 1 loss, but both have 0 losses in the ACC. So that's a big game for the ACC, for ACC championship game, potential playoff implications, all that. I haven't kept up with any updates. Will Penn State's quarterback start? Yes. Deweiler is starting, but Penn State is expected to play both quarterbacks today. Oh, what's up, Frank? Florida 24, Georgia 20. I'll take that bet. You want to make that bet? Why is NC State a 10-point favorite? Well, 2 bad teams there, and I'm assuming NC State is the home team if they're favored by that amount. Let me, where is that game? Yeah, I don't see it. NC State and Stanford. Yeah, NC State's the home team. So that's why it's such a high spread. Cancer-free for 3 weeks. Congrats, man. Congrats. That's great news. That is great news. DJ Lagway going to look good in orange and white. Yep, there's a 0% chance Lagway, if Lagway transfers, he's going to go somewhere where he can play right away. He's not going to play this year and then go somewhere where he has to sit out next year. So he's not going to Tennessee. Auburn maybe would be a good spot. Penn State and Ohio State, I have under 48 points right here. Under 48. And then I have Penn State down here on a parlay. Plus 3.5. All right. I need 2 noon games that we can parlay. Let's do. What should we do? I'm tempted to take Illinois and Syracuse. Am I stupid? Let's do Illinois and Syracuse. I'm tempted to take them to win. We'll take the points. We'll take the points. All right, we'll do Syracuse plus 3 and Illinois plus 3. I think both those teams could win. $50 to win 125. Let's do it. All right. That's enough degeneracy for the noon games. We'll waste some more money on the 3:30 games. Ohio State fans are as annoying as a certain football player's family. I don't know who you're talking about. Why don't you just name them? Ohio State 28-24. I had a great week last week, so I'm expecting to get destroyed knowing how betting works. Yeah, at least you know it. But yeah, you're exactly right. I had a similar thing last week, but on the same day. Last week on the noon games, I was undefeated. I went like 4-0 or 5-0, whatever it was on the noon games. And then the rest of the day, I couldn't get one right to save my life. I should have quit betting after the noon games. But yeah, you win a bunch in a row, you're likely to lose a bunch in a row after that, whether it's the same day or the next week or whatever it is. They find a way to get that money back. Over under Carson Beck interceptions today at 5. Way under. He better not have any. All right, the games are getting ready to come on. Is that right? Yeah. All right, let me get resituated here. All right, we good? We good? Do Aller. I have zero confidence in Ryan Day. He's retarded, says Shane. Well, yeah. Well, Ryan Day can't beat top 5 teams, that's for sure. But guess who else can't beat top 5 teams? James Franklin. So this is like a battle of the tallest midgets here. Who's the tallest midget between James Franklin and Ryan Day? How you doing? Good? She's leaving. She says she's doing good, though. Yeah. She said she'll talk to y'all later. All right, then. Bye. Hey, are you getting the chicken wings on the way home?
Yeah, I thought that was the way.
Yeah, you know my wallet's in the thing. Yeah. I had Raisin Cane's yesterday. I don't eat that. I don't eat that mess. It better not be a boring game or I might jump out to win. I don't think it's going to be a boring game. There's a lot of good games. The Ole Miss-Arkansas game I think is going to be good. Got Duke and Miami over here too. And several other good games on. Virginia Tech and Syracuse, is that it? And then Illinois and Minnesota, Army and Air Force. A lot of good games on at noon. A lot of good games on at noon. Y'all hit the thumbs up here at the start of the stream. I'm trying to remain calm, but I doubt it's going to last very long. These seem like some games that's likely to get me fired up today, especially since I bet on all three of these games. Ole Miss set to kick off. Arkansas will receive the ball first. Arkansas, the home team. They're a 7.5-point underdog at home against Ole Miss. And here we go. That kick is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arkansas will have the ball first and 10 on their own 25. What's up, Asher? Can Oklahoma pull off a stinker against Maine? Yeah, Oklahoma's only favored by 37 today against Maine. I won't be betting that one. Who was the last coach to win 4 in a row over UF or UGA? Huh? Clark Lee owns Hugh Freeze. Is that true? All right, 1st and 10 for Arkansas. Empty backfield on first down. First play of the game. Pass, complete, has room too. First down and then some. Gain of about 18 for the Woo Pig Dummies on first down. Woo Pig Dummy! Come on, Arkansas. We bet on Arkansas, so we need Arkansas to do something in this one. We need Arkansas to do something in that one. Hey, what's up, Martin? Miami Duke game getting ready to kick off over here. Ohio State, Penn State getting ready to start in the middle. Arkansas and Ole Miss already underway. Arkansas got the ball first, and they're already up just about to midfield here. Second down coming up for the Woo Pig Dummies. Better wide receiver, Trey Harris or Ryan Williams. I believe Trey Harris is better now, but Ryan Williams will be much better by next year. Yeah, Ryan Williams, he's going to be really good. True freshman. 2nd and 8 for Arkansas. They're going to hand it off. Not a lot of room. Well, actually spins forward for about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4. About 3rd and 4 coming up now for Arkansas. The Georgia versus Florida Jacksonville neutral site debate can be solved. Have it 1 year in Georgia, next year at Florida, and in the 3-year have it in Jacksonville and repeat it every 3 years. That's a complicated way to solve an easy problem. The easy way to solve that problem is to do like everybody else does and play home and home. There's no reason that game needs to be in Jacksonville. Lou, I bruised my palm. What do I need to do? Well, if you're at Florida State, you got to sit out the rest of the year. That bruised palm is extremely debilitating for the Seminole man. Got signed up on Prize Picks after the rigged wheel this morning. Woo. Hey, all right. Good luck, them dogs. I started out doing pretty good on there. Robocaller. Should I answer this from Robocaller? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no on that. I started out doing pretty good on Prize Picks, but I've had a rough couple of weeks on there, so I hope to get it turned around today. But yeah, if y'all aren't on Prize Picks yet, go get signed up with that Uncle Lou promo code, and they'll give you $50 free. All you got to do is make any $5 play over there on prizepicks.com. And whether you win or lose, doesn't matter. They're going to give you $50. You just got to use that promo code right there. Uncle Lou. Uppercase letters, no spaces. Uncle Lou. Prizepicks.com. Make sure you get signed up. 4th down coming up for the Pig Dummies. They're going to have to punt it away. Ryan Day allows rocking the NWO Hollywood Hogan spray painted beard. I stubbed my toe. Time to sit out the rest of the season. Florida State man, probably. Yeah, my prediction for Florida State is that they're going to have a lot of players sitting out for odd reasons over the last month of the season. Because really what they're doing is just quitting. Florida State created a culture and an atmosphere where it's okay to quit on your team if you don't perceive there to be anything worth playing for. And let's be real, at 1-7, Florida State ain't got nothing worth playing for. So I expect a lot of those quitters to start quitting. Ole Miss is going to return to punt 4 or 5 yards, not much. Be their first turn with the ball now. No score, 0-0 early in the first quarter, Arkansas and Ole Miss. Miami and Duke underway. Miami will have the ball first. Heisman candidate Cam Ward at quarterback for Miami. They're hosting Duke. Miami off their win over rival Florida State last week. Duke came up just short against SMU. Miami's about a 3-touchdown favorite. I bet the over 54 in this Miami game. So I just want to see a lot of points scored here. Cam Ward throws over the middle, incomplete. Couldn't hold on to it. I think that was Restrepo. Big hit over the middle, and Restrepo just couldn't hold on to the ball. Drops it, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Canes. Martin says, Lou, I got a lawsuit in my mail from the Seminole man after Miami circumcised them. What do I do with it? Just throw it away. They got so many lawsuits going on, there's no way they could possibly keep up with it. So I wouldn't even worry about it. You're probably real far down the lawsuit list. They got literally dozens of lawsuits filed against people. 1st and 10 for Ole Miss up near midfield. Little swing pass picks up 4 or 5 yards. 2nd down coming up for Ole Miss. 2nd and 10 for Miami. Cam Ward throws deep. Incomplete. Not really a good idea to throw that ball. He kind of threw it up for grabs and was lucky it wasn't intercepted. Alton Gensmith for Heisman, says Caleb Counts. Yeah, if they're going to give it to the best player, it'll either be him or Travis Hunter. But the problem is they usually don't give it to the best player. They give it to a really good quarterback on a really good team. So I think Travis Hunter and Albert Gentworth are the 2 best players in football. But it's hard to pick against Cam Ward because the Heisman just almost always goes to a quarterback. So we'll see. Astra says, breaking news, FSU man suing Hurricane Katrina. What? Wasn't that like 20 years ago? They're a little late on that one. 3rd and 10 for the Canes. They're on their own 23. Cam Ward back to throw again. All day in the pocket. Throws complete. Breaks a tackle across the 45 to the 46. 1st down, Canes. Ole Miss on 1st and 10. Jackson Dart steps up in the pocket. Now wants to run. Dives forward for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 coming up now for Ole Miss. 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Just about to have a kickoff here. Ohio State and Penn State about to get underway. Top 5 matchup here. Penn State undefeated. Drew Aller is going to play today. Reports are that Penn State does plan on playing both quarterbacks, though. So we'll see. Ohio State is going to kick off to start the game. So we'll see Penn State on offense first. Ohio State with the 1 loss on the road at Oregon by, what was that, a 1-point loss? 1 or 2-point loss? The kickoff's going to be returned from the 2 out across the 10. Gets loose, 20, 25, out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Probably should have been tackled around the 10-yard line. Not good coverage by Ohio State that time. They got down there quick, but they couldn't make the tackle. 1st and 10 for Penn State, game just underway in Happy Valley. Happy Valley in that. Yeah, Happy Valley in that. Ole Miss in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they pick up a yard or 2. It's going to be 2nd down from about the 17-yard line. Good-looking drive here in the opening minutes for Ole Miss. All right, here's Penn State. Drew Aller in a shotgun with 3 running backs, and they're going to hand the ball off. Nick Singleton falls forward for maybe 3 yards. 2nd and about 7 coming up now for the Nittany Lions. 2nd and 15 for Miami at midfield. Slant complete inside the 40 to the 39. About 4 or 5 yards short of a 1st down. 3rd down coming up for the Canes. Ace says stop doing play-by-play. Or else what? What are you going to do? Type some more? You're not going to do a goddamn thing. Click off the fucking stream, dumbass. Uh-oh, direct snap to Ham Hawk. My favorite player this year, Ham Hawk, that number 44 for Penn State, plays every possible position. Mostly tight end. Good looking play for Penn State that time. Flag down in the Ole Miss Arkansas game. Still no score, but Ole Miss in the red zone. Miami with a 1st and 10. They're on the Duke 34. Cam Ward in the pocket. Scrambling all over the place. Keeps his eyes downfield. Throws deep into the end zone. Caught on a deflection. Wow, what a crazy looking play. Again, not a great idea to throw that ball by Cam Ward, but it works out. Probably should have been intercepted by the Duke man, but instead tipped off his fingers. There is a flag down, though. This might be some kind of holding or something. No, it's on Duke, it looks like. Touchdown, good. Miami's going to take an early 6-0 lead. Extra point will make it 7, 11:54 to go in the first quarter. I got Georgia beating Florida 38-17, and keep up the good work, Uncle Woo. Thank you, Metal Rules. Yeah, 38-17 be fine with me. 38-17 be fine with me. Penn State pass out in the flat, complete up to around the 45. 2nd down coming up for Penn State. Maine about to go up on Oklahoma. Wow. If Oklahoma loses to Maine, we might have to kick them out of the SEC. That's just unacceptable. That is unacceptable. 3rd and 14 for Ole Miss in the red zone. Jackson Dart in the pocket. Throws. Caught. Close to a 1st down. Probably going to be about a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 on the 10-yard line for Ole Miss. Penn State 2nd and 2. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down coming up for Penn State. Pay Lou. Pay pouch, bud. Get that bookie. Let's see what's going on here. We're going to bust a... Wait, Mike, you want to see some degenerate shit, buddy? Wait till you see this. Let me show you these bets. This is insanity. Absolute insanity. Go Blue, pay Lou. Michigan sucks, but at least I'm not an OSU fan and like to get cucked. Get some extra dipping sauce for those wings. Yeah, the lady's gone to work, and on her way home, she's picking up the chicken wings, so I'm excited. Chicken wings to eat today. That's going to be good. Thank you, Mike. Mike, look at this dumb shit here. Mike, look at this retarded shit here. Look at this. And this is almost all noon games. That's just, I mean, a few of them aren't. Like I've got Tennessee and SMU in South Carolina, but the rest of these are all noon games. That's ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing. It's absolutely ridiculous to bet on that many games. I don't know what I'm doing. 3rd and goal for Ole Miss. Pass complete. Big hit right at the 1-yard line. 4th and goal now for Ole Miss. Look at Dew Aller. What is Dew Aller doing trying to run the ball? Dives forward for 4 or 5 yards. You better cut that shit out, man. What are you doing? Come on, Dew. Dew Aller don't know what he's doing. 4th and goal, and Ole Miss did not even come close to getting it. Ole Miss went for it, 4th and goal from the 1, and they might have lost a yard. Turnover. I don't understand. It's an absolute... There's 2 diseases that are rampant in college football. Number 1 is obvious. It's the never-ending hitch passes. Look at Dew Aller again with defeat. If Penn State loses this game because they let Dew Aller run all over them, that will be the softest thing in the history of Ohio State. And boy, that's saying something. How in the fuck are you going to sit here and let Dew Aller run all over you? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, the 2 diseases in college football. Number 1 is the never-ending string of hitch passes that every team throws about 20 times a game. That's number 1. But number 2 is these idiot coaches that are relying solely on analytics as opposed to using their brain and actually coaching. Analytics should be a tool that you use. It shouldn't be something that's used instead of coaching. How many times do we have to watch these teams early in a game drive all the way down to the red zone, and instead of getting points, which is what you're supposed to do early in games, especially you're on the road, just take the field goal. Nope. Go for it and don't fucking get it. Now, Brian Kelly's the worst at it But in the case of Brian Kelly, I honestly don't mind him relying solely on analytics because as a head coach, when it comes to decision making, he's a fucking retard. So he's probably better off relying solely on analytics. But I don't understand why you would pay a coach $10 million a year to read an analytics chart. You're paying that coach $10 million a year to actually make the decision. You could hire an analytics chart for way less than $10 million a year. Hell, you can print one up for $1. So, I don't know. But did Penn State just score? What happened here? No. But Penn State does have it 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line. Good looking drive to start the game by Penn State. So I don't know what's going on, man. You pay these people $10 million a year to stand on the sideline and read a fucking analytics chart. The analytics said if we go for it here, we'll convert 6 out of 10 times. Well, you didn't convert that time, did you, dummy? So instead of being up 3-0, there's still no score, which is fine with me because didn't we take Arkansas plus 7.5? So if Lane Kiffin wants to continue to do with the dumb shit, that's fine with me because we're on Arkansas. We're on Arkansas plus 7.5. So woo pig dummy as far as I'm concerned. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days where I just get to rambling and don't fucking stop. 2nd and 10 for the Dukies. They trail Miami 7-0. Just under 12 minutes to go in the first quarter. Miami went right down the field and scored like it was nothing. Empty backfield for Duke. Pass complete, but the receiver trips and falls. Gain of about 7. They got a different quarterback in the game now for no reason at all. Watch Penn State fuck this up now. Aller drives them all the way down the field. Then they put the woozy in and no gain. So now it's 2nd and 10. Yeah, Maine had like an 80-yard touchdown drive. They're up early on Oklahoma. Third and 4 for the Duke, man. Pass complete. Nope, incomplete. Dropped it. Would have been close to a first down. Instead, Duke's going to have to punt it away. Prize picks question mark. Can you be more specific? Can you be more specific? First and 15 for Penn State. Toss sweep. Not much. Might have gained a couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd down from the 15 now for Penn State. Woo has Georgia paid Woo. Go Dogs. The mother-in-law is in town and she's a Gator fan. Might have to lock her out of the house for today. No, don't do that. Leave her in there so you can point and laugh at her for 3 hours during the game. That would be ideal. Yeah, that would be ideal. 2nd and 13 for Penn State. They're on the Ohio State 15. Quarterback draw. Again, only picks up about 3 or 4 yards. Actually, that wasn't a quarterback draw. That was a direct snap to the running back. 3rd down coming up for Penn State. Oh, no. Oh, no. Arkansas just fumbled it in their own end zone. Ole Miss jumped on it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Wow. 3rd and 10. Aller in the pocket. Throws into the end zone. Incomplete, way over the head of literally everybody. In fact, it might have been a field goal. 4th and 10 coming up for Penn State. Drive stalls in the red zone. And I'm blaming it on the fact that, I'm going to go ahead and blame it on the fact that they switched quarterbacks out in the red zone for no particular reason. Aller was on a roll, got him all the way down to the red zone. They took him out for no reason, and that wasn't very smart. Penn State's going to have to settle for a field goal here. 6:57 to go in the first quarter. This is going to be a 30-yarder from the left hash. Uh-oh, left-footed kicker. Close one eye when you watch this kick. Yeah, watching it like this, left-footed kicker. Snap, hold, kick. It's good. 3-0. Penn State with an early lead over the Ohio State Softies. Cam Ward back to throw around midfield. Pass complete. Inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd down coming up for Miami. They're up 7-0 in that one. Sunbelt Billy becomes SEC Billy today. Yeah. Sure thing, boss. Sure thing, boss. Second and 6 for Miami. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Miami's got the ball on the Duke 40. Second and 6. Snap. Handoff. Whoa. Hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss of a couple of yards. Third and long coming up for the Canes. Army kicked a field goal, 3-0. I've got Army over 17.5 points in the first half. So I need touchdowns from Army, not field goals. Lou, would you rather have 2024 Cam Ward or 2018 Dwayne Haskins? 2024 Cam Ward. Sunbelt Billy will be unemployed Billy after this game, says Georgia Man. I don't think Florida would fire their coach after the Georgia game because I don't think Florida as a university wants to give Georgia the satisfaction of being able to run around and say that they got their coach fired, that they got Billy Napier fired. So if Billy Napier gets fired, I think it would be sometime after next week. Robert says Ohio State's the softest team in the country. Is that true? It may very well be. It may very well be. Lagway is going to join the Heisman convo after today. There it is, everybody. The absolute dumbest fucking comment you will read all day. A guy who started 2 or 3 games and ain't done a fucking thing is going to be a Heisman candidate. That might even be worse than the Tennessee fans who have been telling us for 2 years that Nico was winning the Heisman. I'm serious, man. That is, without a doubt, the dumbest statement I'll read all day today. I don't know. What brand Velcro shoes do you have? That's alarming, dude. That's alarming that you typed that out on purpose. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's definitely the dumbest thing so far today. And that might hold up all day. I don't know if I'll see anything today any dumber than that. I'm serious. That was that tweet set mankind back 20 years. Or that comment set mankind back 20 years, dude. You got issues, my man. The big ones too. 5-star dummy. Are you wearing a helmet right now and a chin strap? You have to be. You have to be. Wow. EJ Lagway for Heisman. Ohio State, the 2-ply Buckeye. Thank you, Nathan. Trucker with Jeter says, what are the chances that Lou breaks a TV today if Georgia loses? I don't know. I don't pre-plan my reactions, so I don't know what I'll do if Georgia loses. I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't be happy. I'll tell you that. Not be happy. Beep boop. Buckeyes should get an NIL deal with Charmin. Yeah, that would be a perfect match there. A bunch of friggin' commercials. All right, now the Arkansas game is back on. They're down 7-0. Pass complete underneath. Turns it upfield, though. Nice gain. Out across the 45 to the 46. About a 20-yard gain for the Woo Pig Dummies. 6:40 to go in the first quarter. Ole Miss up 7-0 in that one. Lou, we pay your damn salary. 1 hour Thursday stream ain't long enough. You talking about the call-in show? There was no more callers, dude. You didn't call in. You don't have the stones. Call in. Steve Spurrier owns you, Lou. Yeah. Yeah, is he still alive? I don't know. Yeah, Florida used to be good 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Hey, what's up, Eric? Texas fans just as soft. They're quickly making their argument for being the worst fan base in the SEC. Yeah, Texas and Tennessee fans are fighting it out for worst fan base in the SEC. I can agree with that. Easy INT for Miami. Yeah, Duke just turned it up deep in their own end here. Thrown out of their own end zone. Threw it up for grabs. Looked like a center fielder playing catch. Miami's going to have the ball in the Duke 45. Did y'all see the Army helmets? They look outstanding. I haven't seen them yet, but all the academy schools do a great job with their helmets. Don't forget to turn your clocks back tonight to 1998. Yeah, well, Tennessee fans have been trying to do that for a while. But yeah, time does change tonight. Fall back, remember? Fall back. So basically at 2 o'clock this morning, it becomes 1 o'clock in the morning. All right, 1st and 10 for Ohio State. They're down 3-0. They've got it on their own 25. Handoff. No room. Might have got a yard. 2nd and about 9 coming up now for the Sucknut man. What channel is the Army game on? I'll turn it there real quick to check out the uniforms. Somebody tell me. They're playing, I found it. Relax and calm down. Yeah, CBS, I found it. It's a commercial right now. Miami about to blow Duke out. I took over 54. It looks like maybe I should have taken Miami minus the points instead. But I took over 54 in that game. Look at this dumb shit, Pete. Pete, look at this dumb shit here. Look at that. Where is it? There it is. Pete, look how dumb I am. Look at that. What kind of retarded shit is that, Pete? Intercepted by Penn State, pick 6. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Ryan Day. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ryan Day might be down bad. Oh, boy. Intercepted it, and there was nobody there. Watch this. Wow. Walked into the end zone. Uh-oh. Ohio State might be down bad. We might be doing a lot of pointing and laughing today. Oh, boy. There's a flag down, but that might be some kind of celebration penalty on Penn State or something. The Gators don't own our women's swim team? What? All right, let me see these. Are the Army uniforms just all black? Hey, look. I guess there's something on the side of the helmet, but the helmet is black and the decal is black. I don't know. Yeah, I think y'all might have been doing too much talking about those Army helmets or whatever. They ain't all that. Y'all did a little bit of cap on that. Y'all did a little bit of cap on the Army uniforms. I mean, they look okay, but y'all are over here drooling about it. I don't know about that. I don't know. Extra point good for Penn State. 10-0. Ohio State down bad. I mean, real bad. Miami just scored again. They're going to go up 14-0. Well, I need Miami to win 56-0. That's what I need. I've got the over 54 points in that game. It doesn't look like Duke's going to do shit. So I need Miami to win 56-0. Is that possible, you think? Of course, anything's possible. 2nd and 11 for Arkansas now. Keep it on the ground. No, oh boy, nowhere to go. That's a big loss. Loses 6 or 7 yards. I don't know what he was thinking. It's going to be 3rd and almost 20 now for the Woo Pig dummies. Does South Carolina still have more ACC titles than Miami? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. South Carolina has more ACC titles than Miami, yes. ACC titles, South Carolina 1, Miami 0. Screen pass for Arkansas on 3rd and 17. Gains 1 yard. Woo Pig Dummy's going to have to punt it away. You think Lagway is terrible? No. I don't think Lagway's terrible. Caden's in the fetal position right now. Well, a familiar position for him. Familiar position for our boy Caden. Ohio State better respond quickly, says Mewtwo. They better do something. On the road, you let this crowd stay in the thing? I don't know. Not looking good. Droovy, thank you to you as well, Droovy, thank you. Good to see you in here, Droovy. Thank you for hanging out. And Droovy, thank you. Miami will probably score at least 50. All right, well, 50-10. I need Miami to win 50-10 then. I got so many bets on these games, I can't even keep up with it anymore. We need to do a wellness check on Syracuse and Illinois. Let me do that real quick. Illinois is losing 3-0. That's not good. Where's the fruit? The fruit's losing 7-0. That's not good either. Dang. I can't believe y'all let me bet that. I can't believe y'all let me do that. Dang. Penn State plus 3.5 looks good, though. Penn State plus 3.5 looks good right now. Ohio State not looking good. Yeah, that's an understatement. In fact, they're looking terrible right now. Arkansas managed to kick a field goal. That's good for the Paylou movement. 7-3, they trail Ole Miss. What's the last Georgia game I went to? Georgia Tech in 2022. Yeah. Georgia Tech in 2022. In Athens. Jackson Dart throws pass complete over the middle to the 40. Help Lou hit the thumbs up. Yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up. That's a big help to a live stream. It doesn't take you any effort or energy hardly at all, but it is a big help. Hit the thumbs up if you're excited about these games. We got some good ones brewing. Ohio State pass complete out in the flat, but tackled for no gain. Tried to hit the running back on a swing pass. Penn State was ready for that, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for Ohio State. Lou, if Florida wins today, you promise to never call him Sunbelt Billy again. No, I don't. No. That's his name. Jeremiah Smith with a catch on 2nd and 10, close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Sucknut man. Arkansas's quarterback is on the sideline getting checked out by the training staff. That's not good because he's probably their best player. Jackson Dart back to throw on 1st and 15 for Ole Miss. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Alligator arm to that one. That was a clear case of I don't want to catch this because I don't want to get cut in half syndrome. So he purposely didn't catch it. Ohio State picks up the first down on a QB sneak. Duke with the ball, 1st and 10. They're going to get Miami for pass interference there. That's the old over-the-back move from playground basketball. Am I crazy or does ESPN say 2nd and 60 for Virginia Tech? I don't know. I'm not watching that game. So I don't know. Don't know. First and 10 for Ohio State, near midfield, around their own 48. They've got 3 wide to the top of the screen. Will Howard in a shotgun. Snap. Option. Lots of room. Is that Judkins? Yeah. They ran a little option to the short side of the field, and there was nobody there for Penn State. Wow. Great play call that time for Ohio State. Judkins picks up about 20. Best play of the day so far for Ohio State. 1st and 10 Buckeyes. Duke on 2nd and 10 runs the ball for no gain. 3rd and long coming up for the Dukies. They're down 14-0. Ohio State on the ground again. Travion Henderson that time. 2nd down coming up for Ohio State. Indiana is the real deal this year. Yeah, they're fun to watch too. They're a good team. Lou, you're missing an instant classic in Norman. Yeah, I don't watch Power 5 versus FCS games. Ole Miss has an offensive lineman in at running back, and he picked up the first down. This guy weighs every bit of 350 pounds. Ohio State going deep, wide open, touchdown, Abuka, I think. Yeah, Emeka Abuka, touchdown, Ohio State. Broken coverage, blown coverage, something that time for Penn State. And that feels like a big drive for Ohio State after they threw that pick 6 and went down 10-0 on the road. To come out and go down the field here and get their first points of the game, that feels big for Ohio State. Yeah, Abuka just got lost in the secondary, wide open in the corner for a touchdown. Had to have that drive. Yeah, Ohio State needed that. Right back in the game now, 10-7. Penn State up on Ohio State. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. I don't know. Yeah. Woo pig dummy. Now I need Ohio State to get a pick 6, please, says Rocky Topster. So is Ohio State losing 100-0? That would be impossible since the score currently is 10-7. Yeah. What's going on with Beck? He's playing Florida today at 3:30. 5-star dummy is my favorite sound you have, Lou, says Mort. Well, 5-star dummy. I can sense Lou's anxiety. He knows Billy is coming. Miami Stadium empty. Well, yeah, that was predicted. I mean, no one goes to Miami games, and you knew they weren't going to show up for a noon game against Duke. Miami going deep, overthrown that time. incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 coming up for Miami. But yeah, there ain't nobody there. Even the bottom half ain't full. The lower level ain't even full. Ole Miss down to the 10-yard line, but there is a flag down. My local special ed flag football team has a bigger fan base than Miami. Man. Cam Ward pass incomplete on 3rd and 10. 4th down, Miami will have to punt it away this time. Penn State can get the score back to 10-0 if they throw enough trash on the field. Yeah, that's always an idea. Just start throwing trash on the field and hope that the referees come up with a way to say that the last play didn't count. That's always an option. That is always an option. Never bet on a triple option team. Someone throw a goofball at Ryan Day. Duke is tapping out for the basketball season. That's an absolute shame. It's an absolute shame. Oh, yeah, there's nobody there. Yeah, there ain't nobody at that Miami game. Somebody throw a mustard bottle at Ryan Day. Well, y'all hate Ryan Day, don't you? Well, y'all hate Ryan Day. All right, 10-7. Ohio State getting ready to kick it off after they finally get on the board here. 3-point game, just under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. This kick's going to be returned again, out across the 10 to the 15, out to the 21. 1st and 10, Penn State. Duke with a good-looking play. Across the 35, runs a man over to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Duke on their own 37. Good-looking play for the Dukies there. Hash marks live rent-free in Ryan Day's mind. Yeah, is he still on that? I know he was crying about that 2 years ago. Did he just give up? Another big play by Duke on the ground, this time right up the middle, all the way down to the Miami 35. So back-to-back explosive plays by Duke has them in business here with 2:45 to go in the first. They're down 14-0. Dewaller's going to run again, dives forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Duke caught inside the 10, but I believe he was out of bounds. Referees are talking about it. In real time, I thought he was out of bounds. Let's look at the replay. Definitely caught the ball. Foot down. Look at that. Wow, that's going to be a catch. Look at this. That is unreal. Touchdown Duke on 1st and goal. That's good for the Paylou movement. We've got over 54 points in the Duke-Miami game. So Duke scored in, 4 plays? 4-play scoring drive for Duke. 14-7 is the score. Miami up. Yeah, is Ryan Day still crying about the hash marks, or did he let that go? I know he was crying about it 2 years ago. And I don't know if he stopped crying about it or I just haven't seen it. But that crying about hash marks was fucking sad. Real sad. Okay, but what does Lou Holtz think about Ohio State? This looks like a false start on Penn State here. It was an incomplete pass anyway, but they're going to back them up 5 yards, it would appear. It looked like holding on Ohio State. Did they not call the holding? That definitely looked like holding on the Ohio State DB. Didn't call it, though. 4th and 2, and Penn State will be punting it from their own 28-yard line. Punter standing on his 15. Gets the kick away. Fair catch called and made it to 29. 1st and 10, Ohio State. Sunbelt Billy becomes Kirby's daddy today. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Ace isn't even a Florida fan. He's just a low-level troll, because even Florida fans don't believe half the dumb shit that he's said in here today. So that's the conclusion that I'm drawing right now, is that Ace is just a troll. He's not even a Florida fan. He probably has another account that he comments under most of the time, and it's just in here with his troll account with the Let's Go Florida routine. Let's see. Yeah. It's probably what it is. Just created his account this year. That's probably what it is. First and 10 for Miami after that Duke touchdown. They're on their own 22. They're going to keep it on the ground. No gain. Nice defense by Duke on first down. Makes it 2nd and 10 now. Florida's about to be nervous after we shit all over them, says Two King Slots. You doing eulogy tomorrow? No. I'm making a Your Season Is Over video tomorrow, but no eulogy song tomorrow. No. How many losing seasons does Florida have in a row again? They've got currently have 3 losing seasons in a row. This will be their 4th losing season in a row. Stanford is so bad that they're losing to Donut Dave Duran. Yeah, people were asking earlier, why is NC State a 10-point favorite over Stanford? NC State's not any good. I said, well, have you seen Stanford? They might be worse. Who's timing people out? Colby, stop timing people out or I'm going to take your wrench away. It was Colby. Where were these people in the 90s and early 2000s? There was no internet, dumbass. The fuck is wrong with you? There was no YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. What do you mean, where were these people at? Holy shit. Yeah, if you could go back in time to the 80s and 90s, there'd be a bunch of happy fan bases that fucking suck now. Yeah, Florida fans, Nebraska fans, Notre Dame fans. Y'all could get together and have some sort of fucking therapy session and hug each other and suck each other's taint, tell each other how good y'all used to be 30 years ago before the internet existed. But that's not the case, dumbass. It's 2024. The internet does exist, and Florida's a fucking garbage can with 3 losing seasons in a row. Don't I have to go back 50, 60, 70 years to find 3 losing Georgia seasons? Holy shit, man. How have you had 3 losing seasons in a row? Fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. Penn State was the truth in winning Natty. Nebraska was the best team in the country for a decade. BYU even won a Natty. Yeah, I mean, what do you want? Oh, man, I bet this guy wasn't on here in the 90s. There was no YouTube in the 90s, you fucking retard. What the fuck is wrong with you? I didn't see this guy on here in the 90s talking all this shit when Florida was good. Damn, man. Y'all are stupid as fuck. I bet if I go to YouTube and do a search for Florida versus Georgia 1994, Lou didn't have shit to say on that day. Boy, y'all dumb. Boy, y'all dumb. First and 10 for Duke. They're down 14-7. Under a minute to go in the first quarter of that one. All right, let's check some scores here. Army won't stop kicking field goals. What are they doing?
and kick 2 field goals. Come on, Army. I need touchdowns, not field goals. 5-star dummy. Ole Miss up 14-3. Miami up 14-7. Minnesota up 3-0 over Illinois. Oklahoma up 14-7 over Maine. Northwestern 10-3 over Purdue. NC State 17-7 over Stanford. Virginia Tech 14-3 over Syracuse. Buffalo 14-7 over Akron. Memphis is losing to UTSA. They better get that shit turned around. The Auburn-Vandy game is just underway. I didn't bet that one. If I would have bet it, I would have taken Auburn minus 7.5. So that means Vandy's probably winning. Because I would have taken, I didn't bet it, but if I would have, I would have taken Auburn. Hi, Lou, BA. Let's get into some serious football, says Dennis. Yeah, we got some good games today. We got some good ones today. This Penn State, Ohio State game's looking like a good one. I told Ohio State fans they don't have a QB either. Yeah, Will Howard ain't all that. Why does Boise run Gentry so much when they're winning by 31 in the fourth? They're trying to win him to Heisman. They're trying to win him to Heisman. That's why. That's why. Why did Kiffin throw a football at the ref? I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Does South Carolina win out? No. No. They're good enough to beat somebody, but they're not good enough to win out, I don't think. 3rd and 2 for Ohio State. And that's going to be offsides on Penn State. What a terrible penalty there. How do you... You're at home. Come on. 3rd and 2 and Penn State jumped offsides. Gives Ohio State a first down. Terrible. Terrible. Lou, why are you hating after I paid you all that money? Well, you're paying me $2 at a time through the super chat, but buying super chats or whatever it is you're doing doesn't grant you some kind of a safe space here. You're fucking retarded whether you give $2 super chats or not. You don't get special treatment because you sent me $2. That's just not how it works. Everything you type is dumber than the thing you typed 5 minutes ago, which is an amazing streak that you're on, that you somehow keep getting dumber because you started at a pretty dumb level. So to somehow keep getting dumber is amazing. But sending a $2 super chat doesn't grant you some sort of immunity for being called out for the absolute retard that you are. So this is an equal opportunity channel here. So 4th and 15, Arkansas is going to have to punt it away. Banjo says Vandy is better than Florida. Florida's down bad. Florida needs to drain the swamp and even just a competent coaching staff in there yesterday. Yeah, that would help a lot if they had coaches that knew what they were doing. Ohio State on the ground, 2nd and 10, might have lost a yard. 3rd and long coming up now for Ohio State. Still 10-7, Penn State up 3 with 14.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Every year I'm telling you this game, Gator fans, this year is the year. Dang. 3rd and 11 for Ohio State. They're on their own 31. 3rd and 11. Shotgun, snap, back to throw. Will Howard in the pocket. Throws underneath, complete. Short of the first down, slips and falls around the 38. It's going to be 4th and about 5. There is a flag down. What is this now? Are the referees doing too much again? Wow, another dumb penalty. That's the 2nd penalty in a row on this drive that has given Ohio State a first down on 3rd down. Wow. Tough call. Tough call. But it gives Ohio State a first down in Penn State territory on the 47. Called taunting on a taunting penalty on Penn State. Would have been 4th and 5. Instead, automatic first down. Now they go deep, wide open, out of bounds. Terrible throw. That was a... Boy, that was a bad throw. This guy, look how wide open this guy is. Why would you throw it out of bounds? That's a touchdown right now. Just throw it in bounds. That's all you have to do. What a terrible fucking throw. Just a terrible throw. Unreal. Terrible throw. 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw again. Out in the flat. Complete to Judkins. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 4. Looks like 3rd and 6 coming up for Ohio State now. What's up, Swaggy Man? He says, good morning, Lou. Thoughts and prayers going to all the Florida fans for their beatdown they're going to get later today. Yeah, I hope Georgia wins. Georgia needs to win out, get to the SEC championship game. 3rd and 5 for Ohio State. Back to throw. Wide open. On a wheel route out of the backfield. Travion Henderson, nobody picked him up. Nobody picked him up. Just a simple wheel route out of the backfield. Wide open for a first down. Ohio State doesn't scare me, says Jonathan Miller. Ace says, I own you. Yeah, you paid $10 for me just now. Paid $10 for me. Travion Henderson on the ground on 1st and 10 picks up about a yard, close to the 20-yard line. Ohio State's in the red zone. They're down 3, coming up on 12 minutes to go until halftime. 14-7, Miami up over the Dukies, and Ole Miss up on Arkansas. Auburn is one of the worst teams in the country, says Anthony. Ole Miss coming for Georgia, says Tyler Gilbert. Well, people usually get what they're looking for, buddy. Touchdown, Ohio State. Boy, Penn State. That was a gift. That entire drive was one giant gift from Penn State to Ohio State. They had Ohio State in punting situations twice on that drive. And because of penalties, they let Ohio State keep the drive going, and now Ohio State makes them pay with a touchdown. Ohio State's going to take the lead. Texas sure as hell got what they were looking for. Yep. Ole Miss will get it too. Morning, Woo. Go Tigers and birds that don't don't have teeth. Yeah, you're talking about Louisville. Louisville Cardinals, birds with teeth. Yeah, they play Clemson. They play Clemson tonight. Clemson's a 10-point favorite at home against Louisville. What do y'all think about that one tonight, Clemson and Louisville? Probably going to be a lot of points scored in that one. Did Vandy score yet? Let's look. No score. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score in the Vandy game. Minnesota and Illinois tied at 3. Army still up 6-0 over Air Force. 21-3 now. Ole Miss up over Arkansas. That's looking like a blowout. What else do we have here? 14-3, Virginia Tech up over Syracuse. Syracuse finally gets on the board with a field goal in the second quarter. 10.5 minutes to go until halftime in that one. And Vandy and Auburn, no score. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter, so really that one just getting started. If the Ole Miss Arkansas game, you know what? We probably go ahead and turn that off. You want me to put the Auburn game? This Ole Miss Arkansas game is looking like a blowout. We'll put the Vandy Auburn game on and see what happens with that one. You got Ohio State, Penn State, Vandy, Auburn, Miami, and Duke over here. Metal Rules, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Says, Uncle Lou, what do you think of the new clock rule of not stopping after every first down? Scoring has gone down a bit. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Kirby bout cry tonight. Yeah, Kirby's got about as much chance of crying tonight as you do of putting together a sentence that makes sense, Octavian. Army starting QB is out for the game. Yeah, he didn't play. Didn't start. He was. He didn't start and then get hurt. He didn't play at all. Yeah. Hill people are picking the Shamecocks to take down the fake ROTC boys. Yeah, that's a popular upset pick today. A lot of people are on South Carolina to beat Texas A&M tonight. We'll see if they can do it. We'll see if they can do it. My Arkansas pick is looking awful. $20 down the drain. Yeah, I had Arkansas too. I had Arkansas, what was it, plus 7.5? We need them to score some points. Woke officiating. You know who the most woke people are? The people that use the word woke all the time. Anything they don't like is woke. I don't like targeting. That's woke. I don't like the new clock rules. That's woke. I don't like that they have so many commercials during the game. That's woke. I don't like the overtime rules. They're woke. Vandy with a nice looking catch down the sideline. No score. Still Vandy Auburn. Vandy's got the ball. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. Peyton Thorne already sucking ass for Auburn. Did he throw an interception or something already? I just turned the Vandy Auburn game on, so I didn't watch the beginning. Florida fans are so stupid, says by Insanity. Thank you for the super chat, Insanity. LV426 says, having a good Saturday so far with college football and PvP by Uncle Lou. This is for the coffee fund. Hey, thank you, LV. Appreciate you helping us support the show today, buddy. Hope you're having a good Saturday. So far, so good with these games. The Penn State-Ohio State game's living up to the hype so far. 14-10, Ohio State up. Penn State took a 10-0 lead after a pick six, but Ohio State has since scored 2 touchdowns to take the lead. 14-10. Ohio State up on Penn State with 11.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Yeah, people who say woke all the time are like people that put in their Twitter bio that they're an alpha male. That's the quickest way to know that somebody isn't an alpha male. If their Twitter bio says that they're an alpha male. Nobody that's an alpha male has to run around telling people that they're an alpha male. That's a sign of not being an alpha male. There goes Duke with a touchdown. Uh-oh. We're going to have a tie game 14-14. Well, pending the extra point. But Duke has just scored to make it a 14-13 game. Watch out, Miami. I'm feeling good about my over bet. I'll tell you that right now. We're at 28 points already. I've got over 54. And we still got 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. So it looks like that game's going to go way over the total. So that'll be a winner for the Payloo. Octavian says, check your Cash App, woo. What's Octavian got to say now? Go Gators, beat Georgia. We'll see, Octavian. Octavian, I tell you, eventually Florida is going to beat Georgia. Georgia's not going to beat Florida every year from now to the end of time. So it's really just a matter of how much patience you have and how long you're willing to stick around. Eventually, you will get to come on here after a Georgia-Florida game and brag to me about Florida beating Georgia. Now, it won't be today, obviously, because Florida's fucking terrible. Their head coach doesn't know what he's doing. And they're a disaster of a program, whereas Georgia is one of the best teams and programs on the planet. So it's not going to happen today, but it will happen eventually, Octavian. I promise you. Duke kicks off. Miami's going to return to kick out across the 15 to the 20. Going to be tackled at the 22. So all tied up at 14, Duke and Miami. 11:08 to go in the second quarter. Miami's going to have the ball. Cocktail party, drink money, says Bama Mike. Thank you, Mike. Bama off today, but big one next week for Bama on the road at LSU. A for real elimination game, right? Is there anybody that thinks the loser of next week's Bama LSU game still has a chance to make the playoffs? Is there anybody that thinks that? I don't know. I don't think so. I think whoever loses that Bama LSU game next week is out, headed to the Outback Bowl, the Birmingham Bowl, the Who Gives a Fuck Bowl. That's a big game next week on the road for Bama at LSU. That looked like Penn State pass interference against Penn State. Like the one Penn State player ran into the other. I don't think that should have been a penalty. I think they got that right by not calling it there. Josh Pate will convince the loser of the LSU-Alabama game that they can still make the playoffs. Oh, yeah. 100% for sure. 100% he will. Banjo, what's up, buddy? He said, all joking aside, thanks for the streams. Lou, they're really silly, stupid, and most importantly, fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hashtag pay Lou. Go Dogs, and have a good morning. Hey, thanks, Banjo. I have a great time hanging out with y'all watching these games every Saturday, man. I'm not going to lie. This is the highlight of my week during the college football season is these live streams. I have a really good time. Uh-oh, big play by Miami on the ground up across the 50. 1st and 10, Miami in Duke territory, 9:40 to go until halftime. This stream is unwatchable. Yeah. You can always turn your phone over and just listen to it if you want to. Oh, Kraken, I'm sorry about that, buddy. I know how it is. I was raised and still live like pets are a part of the family. So I know how tough that can be, man. I hate that for you. Lou has the most watchable streams. It's my birthday, woo. Josh Pate is going to have to pat the lizard man's head extra soft after today. Happy birthday, Brandon. Y'all wish Brandon a happy birthday in the chat. Happy birthday, Brandon. Miami back to throw. Swing pass complete behind the line of scrimmage. Duke was ready for that. Might have gained a yard. That's about it. 3rd and long coming up now for Miami. Is it possible to go 12-0 and not have a single ranked win? Yeah. Miami's about to attempt that over the next 3 or 4 weeks. Good morning, James. Texas Rattlesnake. Everybody, everybody's happy birthday, Brandon. Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday, buddy. I might have to go get a refill here in a second. All right, come on, Miami. We need points. I don't give a shit who wins, but we need a bunch of points scored in that Miami-Duke game. All tied up at 14 apiece, Miami and Duke. I told y'all Miami's the most watchable team in all of college football because all of their games seem to go this way. Close. Cam Ward on 1st and 10, dancing around in the pocket. Steps up, throws underneath, complete inside the 30 to the 25, makes a man miss. Out of bounds at the 21. Miami right back in the red zone. 1st and 10 on the Duke 21. Yeah, Buckeye is a poisonous nut. It's so shitty, raccoons won't even eat it. And raccoons will literally eat trash. And they won't even eat a Buckeye, a buck nut. They're just absolute fucking garbage. Second and 5 for Ohio State. They're up 4. Will Howard throws. No, pump fakes. Now throws. Incomplete. Off the hands of, who is that? Jeremiah Smith? I couldn't tell. Just out of reach. So it's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 5 now for Ohio State. 14-10, they're up on Penn State. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Will Howard in a shotgun. 2 wide to the top, 1 at the bottom. Snap, back to throw. Looks to his right, throws to his right. Caught, hit right away and tackled a couple of yards short of the first down. Around the 48 or 49 yard line. So close to midfield, 4th and 1. What does Ryan Day do here? Probably going to go for it, I would imagine. Big 4th down here. Big 4th down here. Six seconds on the play clock. They're lined up to go for it, and now they're going to have to take a timeout. Took too much time to figure out the play, I guess. Play clock got down to 3 seconds, and Ryan Day has to take a timeout and think about it. So 4th and 1 for Ohio State when they come back from the timeout right near midfield. Miami with a 1st and goal now on the Duke 6-yard line. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Probably lost a yard. 2nd and goal now for Miami. No score in the Vandy-Auburn game. Auburn's got the ball on their own 44. 1st and 10 for the barn. Octavian needs glasses. Yeah, and he desperately needs a new cell phone. Have y'all ever heard him try to call into the call-in show? Holy shit. It sounds like he's calling in from a ham radio. I mean, it's the worst connection you've ever heard. I don't know why. What kind of cell phone do you have, Octavian? Or what's your cell phone provide? Yeah, I'm serious, man. You ever listen to your calls back on the call-in show, Octavian? People talk about I'm unwatchable. You're unlistenable, man. iPhone, well, that's the problem. Once you get rid of that fucking toy and get an actual phone, iPhones are toys for kids and old people, and you're neither. So why do you have an iPhone? Get rid of that damn iPhone. Yeah, iPhones are toys for kids and old people. iPhones are just dumbed down Androids is all they are. Third and goal for Miami now. They keep going backwards. Now they're back on the 9. Cam Ward steps up in the pocket, scrambles around. He's going to be sacked. Miami had 1st and goal at the 6 and lost yards on all 3 plays. Now it's 4th and goal. They'll have to settle for a field goal. Auburn pass complete up near midfield on 3rd and 8, but it's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. So Auburn's got a 4th down around the same spot on the field that Ohio State's going to be looking at if we ever come back from this commercial break. No score in the Auburn-Vandy game. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. 4th and 2 for Auburn near midfield. Let's see what they do. Miami kicks the field goal, and it's good. They retake the lead 17-14. Miami up over the Dukies in the Mario versus Manny Bowl there. Duke head coach Manny Diaz was the coach at Miami. They fired him to bring in Mario Cristobal. Auburn punts it away on 4th and 2 from midfield, and it's going to be downed inside the 20 at the 19. So Vanderbilt, led by quarterback Diego Pavardi, will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 19. Still a commercial break. Boy, they're getting all the advertisement dollars they can out of this upcoming 4th down play. That was about a 4-minute commercial break for no reason there. Ohio State had all kind of time to figure out what they want to do here. 4th and about 2? 4th and 1 for Ohio State. Will Howard under center. One running back behind him. I can't tell which one it is. Snap. Back to throw. Will Howard under pressure. Gets rid of it. Wow. What a circus play and a circus catch by Thurman downfield. I mean, he bobbled that ball for 4 or 5 seconds with a Penn State man hanging off of him. Wow. Should have been a sack. Wasn't. Give Will Howard credit there. Extends the play. Throws. Complete. And this guy bobbled it with 2 Penn State men just hanging all over him. Wow. Combination of good and lucky there for Ohio State leads to a 1st down at the Penn State 30. Ohio State's up 4. Handoff. Driving forward for 6-7 yards. That was a good-looking gain that time on the ground for Ohio State. Quinshawn Judkins with the carry. 2nd and about 4 for the Sucknut. William, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says Penn State should fire Franklin after this game. Dang, what if they win? Still fire him? Only down 4. Will Howard keeps, probably shouldn't have, loses 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for Ohio State. Sub-Zero says, hey, Uncle Lou, are you at all a gamer? If so, thoughts on College Football 25? I bought College Football 25 the day it came out, and I played it up until the start of the season, but I don't play, I'm not a gamer, no. I only bought the college football game because it was college football. I did play it and stream it. We did a bunch of stuff on Patreon, but once the season started, I shut all that down. That's off season. We'll get back into that during the off. As soon as the season ends, we'll start back with the college football video game. Mostly on the Patreon page because just not enough people care to do it on the regular page. 3rd and 4. Big play up the middle by Travion Henderson inside the 15. Ohio State is cooking now. 1st and 10 in the red zone for Ohio State. Diego Pavardi going deep down to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for Vandy. Put the team asshole hats for sale. We need one, says Rocky Topster. There have been a lot of people ask about the team asshole hats over the years. I'll say that. I'll say that. Will Howard keeps on 1st and 10. Gets to the corner inside the 5. Touchdown. He fumbled near the goal line, but I think he was across the goal line before he fumbled. I'm sure they'll take another look at it, but it looked like a touchdown in real time. It looked like he crossed the goal line and then fumbled it. We'll have to look at it again. Here we go. Oh! That's a fumble. Wow. Okay, it's definitely a fumble. If he fumbled out of bounds at the 1, it's going to be Ohio State's ball still at the 1. If the ball was fumbled into the end zone, it's going to be a touchback, and it'll be Penn State's ball. So this is going to be an interesting call here. What do y'all think? Is that going to be called a fumble out of bounds at the 1 or a fumble into the end zone? It's definitely a fumble. This is a big call because if it's a fumble out of bounds at the 1, it's still Ohio State's ball. If it's a fumble into the end zone, that's a touchback, and it's going to be Penn State's. But this is a huge call here. I think that's into the end zone. I think that's going to be a fumble into the end zone, touchback, Penn State's ball, right? That looks like a fumble into the end zone to me. What do y'all think? Into the end zone? That looks like a fumble into the end zone. Boy, big call coming up here for the replay, man. 2nd and 6 now for the Dukies. Pass complete and picks up the first down. Needed 6, got 6. Miami up 3, 17-14. 3:45 to go until halftime of that one. Vandy did go down and score. So Vandy up on the barn, 7-0. The refs won't let OSU lose. The refs want Ohio State to win. Well, y'all look like big fucking idiots now. Well, first of all, you look like a big fucking idiot anytime you type out the refs want such and such team to win. You look like a fucking idiot anytime you type that out. But when you type that out right before a huge call goes against the team that you're claiming the refs want to win, you somehow look like an even bigger of a fucking moron. So congratulations to those of you that was typing that out 10 seconds ago and now are acting like you didn't. Ham Hock with a carry for Penn State, picks up about 7 yards. I love that Ham Hock motherfucker for Penn State. So I have to the people that were typing that the refs just want Ohio State to win. Now that that call went against Ohio State and in favor of Penn State, do you now think that the refs want Penn State to win? Or do you just think the refs are making the call that they think is right? That would be a question that I would have. I just had Tommy fries for the first time. Fire, Lou, says Pedro. I'm telling you, man, those Tommy fries from T-Bone's are unreal. They are so good. I'm glad you got some. I'm jealous now. King Family React says, good morning, Woo. Getting this chest day in and listening to you give your expert play-by-play. Much respect. Yeah, good to see you in here, buddy. Yeah, chest day. Don't forget about leg day, man. Don't be walking around looking like me with the chicken legs and that. It's one thing to have chicken legs when you don't work out, but people that work out and have chicken legs look especially weird. So don't be that. Don't be that guy. Let's do legs tomorrow, okay, King family? Let's make sure we get legs in tomorrow. Ace says it's his birthday. Will Howard needs to be studied, says Daniel Lee. Well, Ohio State studied him all offseason and then offered him a scholarship after he lost a starting job at Kansas State to Avery Johnson. Will the Woo Pig dummies come back? I hope so, because I'm an idiot, and I took Arkansas plus 7.5. So I hope they do, but it's not looking good, 28-10. Thankfully, it's about to get cold, so he can hide them with sweatpants. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Lou, when's Penn State going to go deep? That's not generally what they do. You got to go back about 15 years or so if you want to see Penn State go deep. That's not generally what they do. They run the ball and play defense and nickel and dime you to death. Are you streaming the Georgia-Florida game on YouTube? No, that's on Patreon. The 3:30 stream today is on Patreon. So a lot of y'all are already over there, but If for some reason you're not, here's the link. The link is in the description of the video, but I'll post it in the chat. There you go. That's the Patreon page. We'll do all the 3:30 games on Patreon today. 2nd and 10 for Penn State. They're on the 46. Pass complete up near midfield. That was a 2nd and 10 play. So what? It's going to be 3rd and about 6 now. Yeah, 3rd and 6 coming up for Penn State. About 4 minutes to go until halftime. 14-10 is the score. Huge play a few minutes ago if you weren't tuned in. Ohio State had the ball down in the red zone. Will Howard on a quarterback keep ran into the end zone but fumbled at the 1-yard line. Ball went into the end zone for a touchback, which is what gave Penn State the ball and kept Ohio State from scoring. So could be a huge turnaround in the game if Penn State can go score here. Dewaller throws. Wow. Threw it right to an Ohio State man and he dropped it. Wow, Dewaller, come on, what are you doing? Boy, Penn State caught a break there. Look at this. How do you... Come on, man. This looks like some shit Carson Beck would do. What are you doing? That looked like something Carson Beck would do. You're lucky that wasn't intercepted. 4th and 6, Penn State's going to have to punt it away. So, not able to go down and score following the turnover, but kept Ohio State out of the end zone at least. 14-10 with 3:50 to go. And here's the punt. Looks like they're going to let it drop, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback. Ohio State will have the ball with 3:44 to go. Sandusky went deep. Oh. Ugh. Oh, boy. Carson Beck throwing 3 touchdowns today to ETN. I just want no interceptions. He doesn't even have to throw any touchdown passes. We can just get a bunch of rushing touchdowns. But I don't want any... I'm tired of the Beck interceptions. I'm quickly losing patience with the Beck interceptions. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew, he says, Buckeyes been the better team since the pick 6. Well, yeah, Penn State hadn't scored. Penn State was up 10-0 and hadn't done shit since then. So, yeah, you're right. You're right. And it probably should be 21-10 right now. It probably should be 21-10 right now. Judkins with the carry on 2nd and 7, no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for Ohio State on their own 22, 23-yard line. Miami has the easiest path, and it's not close. Yeah, Miami's going 12-0 most likely. Although we say that, and Duke's about to take the lead with 2 minutes to go. Duke's got the ball in the red zone. Tunnel screen inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and about 3. Will Howard sacked on 3rd and 7 all the way back inside his own 15 around the 13 or 14-yard line. 4th and long. Ohio State be punting from their own goal line here. Lou, Penn State has Kimber and Harris at corner. UGA transfers. Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. I'd love to have both of them back at UGA. I think they picked. I think the Georgia coaching staff picked the wrong 2 corners. I think the other 2 should have been starting. Duke just scored to take the lead on a 2nd and 4. They're going to walk into the end zone on a 6-yard touchdown catch by Peyton Jones. And Duke, in a half-empty Dolphins stadium, is going to take the lead on the Miami Hurricanes with about 2 minutes to go in the first half. You know, Duke just won't give up. I might hit the over on this game in the first fucking half. I've got over 54 points. That's a lot to hit at this point. They're already at 38. Judkins should have stayed at Ole Miss, says Rustin Key. Thank you, Rustin, for the super chat. I appreciate that, buddy. Duke covers the 21. Yeah, I didn't. The only bet I have on the Miami game is over 54 total points. Can the ACC be removed from the Power Conference classification? Well, they can, but it wouldn't make any tangible difference. I mean, like as far as the playoff committee is concerned, there's no such thing as the Power Four or the Group of Five or anything else. The playoff committee doesn't differentiate. So it really doesn't matter that we call the 4 conferences the Power Four and the other 5 the Group of 5. That's really irrelevant in terms of the postseason. Yeah, that fumble cost Ohio State. I mean, they were going to score for sure. They were on a roll. They were for sure going to score and go up 21-10 right there. The ACC champion gets an auto bid. No, they don't. No conference gets an auto bid. So you're just making that up. You're just making that up. No conference gets an automatic bid. The 5 highest ranked conference champions get automatic bids. Yeah. The 5 highest ranked conference champions get an automatic bid. The four highest ranked conference champions get a bye. But you can go read the playoff committee rules or whatever it is. It has nothing to do with Power 4, Group of 5. None of that. Whether you're Power 4 or Group of 5 is irrelevant. I'm enjoying every second of this Vandy game. They still up 7-0. I got it on over here, but they were up 7-0 a minute ago. I'm guessing that's still the score. Well, the ACC will have a conference champion, right? Yes, but that conference champion isn't guaranteed to get into the playoffs. How many different ways do I need to try to explain it to you? I don't know. There are 9 conferences, 5 of them. The highest ranked 5 conference champions get an auto bid. I don't know any other way to. I can't dumb it down any more than that. I mean, I could try to draw you a picture. I don't know if that would help. All right. You see this? Each one of these circles represents one of the 9 conferences. Okay? All right. Each one of those circles represents one of the 9 conferences, okay? 5 of those circles are going to get an auto bid. 4 of those circles are going to get a bye. Now, how do they determine which of these 4 circles get a bye and which of the 5 circles get auto bids? How do they determine that? Five highest ranked. You see that? The 5 highest ranked get an auto bid. 4 highest ranked get by. Okay? See? So once again, each one of these 9 circles represents one of the 9 conferences. There are 5 auto bids. 5 of those circles get an automatic bid to the playoffs. 4 of those circles get a bye. How do they determine which of those circles gets the auto bids in the bye? 5 highest ranked circles get auto bid. 4 highest ranked circles get bye. Okay? How are the copious notes coming along? Let's check them. You see right here where it says copious notes? This is how they're coming along. Right, for right now. Type. What's the line on water bottles getting tossed this week? Haven't seen it yet. We did see it last week in the Ohio State game, so we'll see. Ohio State's on the road this week, so it won't be Ohio State. Oh, look at Dewaller. Dewaller might be Penn State's leading rusher. I know they got good running backs, but what is Dewaller doing out here running around? Dewaller's run more in this game than I've ever seen him run. What is Dewaller doing? He is their leading rusher. Holy shit! I was kind of kidding. Look at this. Look. Dewaller has 42 yards rushing. The next leading rusher for Penn State is their tight end, Hamhawk. Nick Singleton's on a fucking milk carton. If you would have told me Nick Singleton was going to have 11 yards rushing in the first half, I'd have said, well, Penn State's getting blowed out then. Thank God they, Dewaller's got wheels. Dewaller's got wheels. Holy shit. Dewaller back to throw on 1st and 10. Under 20 seconds to go until halftime. They're going to get... Holy shit, what a fucking catch! It's pass interference on Ohio State, but somehow the Penn State man came down with that ball. God dang. Declined. 1st and goal. Nittany man. Look at this catch. God almighty. What a catch. 1st and goal inside the 5 with what, about 10 seconds to go? How many timeouts? Penn State's got 1 timeout. They're going to throw. Caught! Holy shit. No, they say he's out of bounds. Fuck. I thought he caught that. Oh, shit. It would have been intercepted. The ball was actually intercepted, but was he in bounds? I don't think you can tell from that angle. Is that going to be an interception? Holy shit, that might be an interception. Wow, that's going to mean each team has basically done this now. Wow. I don't know what to say about that, but wow. It looks like that's going to be an interception. Wow. So Ohio State gave one away with a fumble into the end zone. And now Penn State's going to give one away with an interception in the end zone. That looks like an interception to me. Second and 18 for the Dukies. They're up 21-17. Under a minute to go. They're going to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go. They're just going to run the clock out here and try to get to halftime. It looks like with a 4-point lead over the Canes. Vandy's still up 7-0 over the Barn. All right, I'm going to, at halftime of this Penn State game, I'm going to take about a 5-minute break and record a halftime video to upload to the channel. Yeah, interception. Yeah, it's an interception. What a play. What a play. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is put this, where is it? I'm just going to put this picture up on the screen here in just a second. And I'm going to record a halftime video. And then I'll be back on before the start of the third quarter. So I'm not going to shut the stream down. I'll just put that halftime picture up while I record a video. This is wild. This Penn State Ohio State game is wild. Ohio State's going to take a knee, and that's it. Your halftime score 14-10. Penn State jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Ohio State then scored 14 to take a 14-10 lead. It looked like it was going to be 21-10, but Ohio State fumbled it into the end zone for a touchback. And then it looked like Penn State was going to take the lead, and they throw an interception. Just a wild fucking half. Dew Aller is the leading rusher. Who had that on their bingo card? Nobody. Unbelievable. All right, give me about 5 or 10 minutes. I'll be back before the start of the third quarter. Thank you, William. Penn State will not score again, says William Nix. I don't know about that. We'll see. But I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes before the start of the third quarter. Time for some second half football. Also in 2. Mailman just came. How many of y'all watched the kickoff show this morning? Shout out Mark Rogers. Shout out Mark Rogers. Man done wrote a book. Man done... No, he didn't send it to... I bought it off of Amazon. Lou, it's time for Ohio State to assert dominance and run away with this one, says Jira. And we're about to find out. Second half about to get started here. Where's Burgle? Where's right there? Oh, well, you can't see her, but... You're right there. Hey, Berg. Burgo. What you doing, Berg? What you doing, Berg? Yeah, she right there. You know how she does.
In my spot again.
Big Berg. Penn State's going to win, and Miami will probably win with a questionable call. Miami's used to playing these types of games. I talked about it a lot during the halftime video I just uploaded, but I've been calling Miami the most watchable team in America this year, and this is why. Every one of their games is this way. Every one of their games that way. What? Oh. Yeah. Some honey mustard with the fries. And then for now, I think I just want like maybe 4 or 5 wings. I'll eat the fries first. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. The wings and fries are here. Wings and fries. Yeah, chicken wings and French fries. Yeah, they just got here. We need the return of Slimy Hot Boy. I agree. Whatever happened to Slimy? Dude disappeared. Vandy and Auburn still tied up at 7 apiece. 3rd and 5. Vandy on the ground is going to pick up a first down. Coming up on 2 minutes to go until halftime of that one. The wings are from A-Town Wings. A-Town Wings. Why is Ohio State soft? It's the culture they've created there, because this isn't it's not a 1 year. Ohio State been soft for years. So it's a culture. It's like Lincoln Riley teams, same thing. Ohio State obviously a lot better and more talented than Southern Cal, but the culture and mentality are the same, soft. Where's the cat? She's probably asleep under the bed. That's normally what she's doing this time of day. Oh, what's up, Albert? Good to see you in here, buddy. Vegas trip coming up. I can't wait to that damn Vegas trip. We got a room for you, Albert, if you want to come. There's plenty of room. We got plenty of room. What's the score of the Vandy game? Tied at 7 apiece. Tied at 7 apiece, almost halftime. Second half underway, Ohio State and Penn State. Ohio State will get the ball, touchback, 1st and 10 on their own 25. Ain't nothing more soft that blurry vision lie you. I don't know what that means. What week are you going to Vegas? The last week of January. January 25th through February 1st. January 25th to February 1st. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's eat the French fries first. Yeah, we're all okay. You at the Flamingo? Okay. Yeah, we're all at the Flamingo. Army's playing Air Force, and they're only winning 6-3. At least they were a few minutes ago. All right, 1st and 10 for Ohio State. They're on their own 36. Pass complete. I think is that Jeremiah Smith? Yeah, across midfield to the 49. One of those little hitch passes that you see these teams run 10 or 15 times a game. Good blocking on the perimeter for Ohio State, and they're into Penn State territory. No, Flamingo's open. I love the Flamingo. I love the Flamingo. Ohio State keeps it on the ground that time. Travion Henderson picks up about 5 yards. 2nd down coming up for Ohio State. On the ground again, 2nd and 5, and they're going to pick up 12, 15, 17, 18 yards. Nice run, Ohio State punishing them now. Travion Henderson again. 1st and 10, Ohio State. They're close to the red zone. What's the shittiest casino? Circus. You couldn't pay me to go to Circus. On the ground again. Not much gain that time. Maybe a couple of yards. 2nd down coming up for Ohio State. Circus, Excalibur, the Luxor. Those are just, I mean, they're horrific. Second and 8 for Ohio State now. They're on the 27. Pass complete out in the flat. Good tackle in the open field. It's going to be 3rd and about 5 now for Ohio State, but they are in the red zone. (14-10). Ohio State up, looking to add to the lead here. 3rd down, just inside the 25. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Will Howard in a shotgun. Snap, back to throw, looks to his left, steps up in the pocket, he's going to be sacked. No, he got rid of it, and I think that's a 1st down. What a play by Will Howard. He was going down on a sack and just kind of flipped the ball forward to Travion Henderson. Yeah, his knee was down. That's going to be a sack. Wow. That was a great play by Will Howard, but his knee was down. It was really obvious on that replay, so this review shouldn't take long. And Ohio State will be looking at a 4th down. I'm assuming they'll kick a field goal here on 4th and about 8, which would give them a touchdown lead. Yeah, the Bellagio was nice, but it's kind of boring. It's kind of a boring casino. There's not a lot to do in there. The best part about the Bellagio is out the fountains outside the casino. Well, that and the conservatory inside, but I don't like the Bellagio. I like Caesar's Palace, right next door. Field goal up, field goal good, and Ohio State is now up a touchdown, 17-10 on the road at Penn State early in the third quarter. I stayed at Treasure Island and Excalibur, but that was years ago. I've never stayed at either one. I've been inside both of them, and the Excalibur is a shithole, in my opinion. I just don't like it at all. It's old and dingy, and it smells funny, and I just don't like it at all. Treasure Island seems okay. I've never stayed there. I've walked around inside of there. It seems all right, but I would never stay at Excalibur, ever. When's the right time to point and laugh at the Canes? Well, unfortunately, you got to wait till the game's over because Miami does this in every game, and then they come back and win in the fourth quarter. That's why I say Miami is the most watchable team in all of college football, because this tends to happen to them almost every week. They're down 4. Duke's got the ball, about to score again. Duke's on the 11, 3rd and 6. They're in the red zone. Snap, back to throw. Whistles. I think they blew that play dead before it started. Delay a game on the Dukies. Mom, they were just asking about you. They just said, where's the cap? Come here. Come here. Come on, Mom. Come on. Come on. Cat's standing at the door. She can't decide whether she wants to come in here or not. I don't know what she's going to do. Cats are stubborn and hard. It looks like she's turning around going the other way. She ain't got no interest in whatever the fuck we're doing in here. Come on.
Only when it's convenient to her. Huh?
Come on, Toot.
Come on, monkey.
What were we saying about Arkansas, Woo? Yeah, I took Arkansas plus 7.5. They're getting blown out. I was not expecting to have my third baby till the 22nd, but my wife might be having an emergency C-section in the next few hours. Y'all enjoy the game. Go to Always a Whisper. Oh, man.
Oh.
I'm sure everything will be fine, man. They know what they're doing in those hospitals. It sucks. I know it's probably scary, but they'll everything will be fine, I'm sure, man.
Keep us posted.
Yeah. Duke plus 22 was free. Everything's free money if you could bet it in the third quarter, knowing the outcome. As a Razorback fan, this game shouldn't count. Why is that? Hey, what's up, Dustin? Will Arkansas make a bowl game? I don't. I'd have to look at the rest of their scheduling and try to figure that out. You bet suck today, Woo. Let's see how we're doing. Syracuse plus 3 and Illinois plus 3. Penn State, Ohio State under 48. That's going to be close. Duke, Miami over 54.5. That's going to hit. Penn State plus 3.5. Maybe. Maybe. But Penn State's got some work to do. If we lose to Florida State today, turn our helmet upside down for the rest of the year, says Tar Heel Man. Miami's looking rough right now. Yes, they are. They're down bad. They got issues, and it might be about to be getting worse. It might be about to be getting worse because Duke's in the red zone in that. Georgia might win, but the FSU cheerleaders won't lose. What? Second and 10 for Penn State. They're down a touchdown. They're on their own 35. Deweiler in a shotgun. Back to throw. Gets rid of it. Caught. Across midfield. Down to the 41. Can y'all believe that Deweiler is Penn State's leading rusher at halfway through the game? That can't be good for Penn State. Auburn should play Florida State in the WTF Bowl at the end of the year. Says Ghetto Streamlabs. Florida State fixing to lose to Notre Dame next week. Oh, for sure. Yeah, Notre Dame might blow them out. Notre Dame's a legit top 15 team. Florida State's 1-8. They're just terrible. First and 10 Penn State. Jet sweep this time. Tripped up. Nice play out on the perimeter that time. Would have been a much bigger gain. Second and about 7 coming up for Penn State. These fries are pretty good from this place too.
They are.
Fourth and 1, Duke. Touchdown. Wow. Wow. Did Miami fire the wrong Mexican and then hire the wrong Mexican? Miami's going to get trolled into oblivion if they get beat by a first-year Manny Diaz at Duke. I think they're Cuban. That's a form of Mexican, my man. There's only 5 kinds of people. I mean, I know that technically there's a difference. But for simplicity reasons, to me, there's 5 kinds of people. That's it. I miss Caleb Downs. Dude is a baller. How's he been against the run this year? That was the knock on him last year at Bama, is that he wasn't great against the run. So, you Ohio State fans in here, how has Caleb Downs been this year against the run? We know he's an elite secondary player. How's he been against the run? Penn State with a fake reverse. Now Deweiler's going to run again. Struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage that time. 3rd and 8 coming up for Penn State. Come on, Lou, be better than that. Better than what? The 5 types of people thing? It just makes it easier. I mean, like, I know that Chinese people aren't the same as Japanese people, but that's just how it's just easier that way. You know, I know that Italian people aren't the same as French people, but the reality is they're both white. You know? There's white people, black people, Chinese people, Mexican people, and Indian people. Everybody's kind of a descendant of one of those. You can try canceling me if you need to.
Good luck.
Native Americans are Mexican. What?
Native Americans are Mexican? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Field goal attempt, 45-yarder for Penn State, and it's good. Back to a 4-point game. Ohio State 17, Penn State 13. The state of North Carolina owned Miami. Nothing new. Says up close and personal. Sorry, I'm eating these wings and I don't want to be smacking in y'all's face. Those are kind of hot today. Those are a little extra spicy today. Ooh, those are a little spicy today. Auburn and Vandy going to halftime, tied up at 7. Their lemon pepper, dry lemon pepper rub tossed in buffalo sauce. Uncle Lou has manners. Well, sometimes. Albert says Clemson would destroy the Miami Ducks. Well, we might get to see that game. We might get to see that in the ACC title game. Listening to Uncle Lou and making homemade hot sauce. I don't have that kind of spare time. I just go to the store and buy it.
Maybe I did get hot and not mild.
No, ketchup ain't spicy, no. No, I don't really like things that are really spicy. I like the flavor of buffalo sauce, but I like mild buffalo sauce. I don't like things that are too spicy. Jalapenos are probably the spiciest thing I eat, and they're more sweet, really, than anything else.
Yeah, that's what happened. I ended up getting hot instead of mild.
You did? Lee, lady.
I'm sorry.
Boy, that's a big fail.
Yeah, there's a big fail.
That's a big fail. The lady failed today. That's a big one.
I didn't see that they had mild. So
That's a big
I
fail.
Just hot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's everybody's drink of choice today? Mountain Dew. Yeah, Miami down bad, 28-17, but they're used to this though. So I mean, I wouldn't write Miami off. They're used to this shit. Think about it. Without the pick six, Penn State only scored 6 points. Yeah, facts. Offense hadn't scored a touchdown. That's right. Miami 2nd and 10 on the ground, out to the 30 for a gain of about 3. Third down coming up for the Canes. Water for the win? I drink a lot of water. I do. But on game day, I eat or drink whatever I want. I don't worry about it. 10 cups of coffee, regular soda, sweet tea, whatever on Saturdays. But literally every other day of the year, I almost drink exclusively water. But I don't, whatever I want on Saturdays, I get it. I don't worry about it. 3rd and 5, Miami picks up a first down inside the 20. I haven't had Cheerwine in a while. I used to buy it almost every weekend during the season. Cheerwine and the old school bottles of root beer, the literal glass bottles of root beer. Yeah, I used to keep that in the fridge for game days, but I haven't done that in a while. I need to do that again. I need to remember to get some of that. Cheerwine and root beer in the old school glass bottles. They don't always have them at the grocery store, but they usually do. They come in 6-packs. Captain says he's at work right now listening to the stream. I'm at work too, but instead of listening to the stream, I'm doing the stream. That works out good for both of us, I think. Water is overrated. Trash talking water now? You know what I like about water? Not a goddamn thing, man. Fuck water. You know what I'm saying? Fuck water.
It really doesn't have a flavor to it.
Who has water even played? Water. Hey, are you poor and basic as fuck? Try some water. Fuck water. Trash talk water for an hour.
What about canned water?
Man, yeah, canned water. The only thing dumber than actual water. Will Howard throws complete on 2nd and 13, gain of about 5. 3rd and long coming up for the Buckeyes. Some high quality H2O. Yeah, the movie The Water Boy is way better than actual water. I can't stand water. I hope water never wins another game. What's worse, water or their fans? I honestly don't know. Because you know the thing about water fans? They're hardcore, die-hard fucking, like, you know, fucking buying Fiji and shit like that, these water fans.
Oh, yeah, Evian.
Yeah, Evian and fucking Fiji water. Well, my water's from a spring halfway around the world. Oh, yeah, mine's from the fucking tap. Okay? The fuck? Fucking water fan. I can't stand water fans. NIL and the transfer portal have ruined water. Water is stuck in the past. It hasn't adapted very well to NIL and the transfer portal and that. Water's a lot like Clemson, now that I think about it. Water's like Clemson. Good punt by Ohio State, but a good return by Penn State out across the 35 to the 38. Penn State's going to have pretty good field position here, down 4 with 2:56 to go. Water is woke. Water is woke. Oh, y'all are killing me, man. Y'all are killing me. Water is woke. Water's rival is food. Food is so much better than water. It's not even funny. Not even funny. 2nd and 6 for Duke. They're up by 3. Miami. Duke just threw an interception. Miami returning it across the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Duke went for a bomb. Malik Murphy really threw it up for grabs. Intercepted by Miami, and Miami's back in business here. They're down 3 with 6:24 to go, but they've got great field position now following that interception. I missed the game day show. What was on the menu for today? I had a sub sandwich for lunch and chicken wings and French fries just now. Metal rules. Woke. Anything I don't like is woke. That's people ask you, what does woke mean? You just say, name something you don't like. And then whatever they say, you just go, see, that's woke. For example, water.
We're still talking about water?
Water is so damn woke. Kool-Aid better than water. So in other words, you're saying flavored water. Yeah. Flavored sugar water is so much better than regular water. Yeah. First and 10 from Miami. On the ground. Pushes the pile forward for 7 or 8 yards. Water needs to use the flavor portal. Is that true? Water needs to use the flavor portal. All right, if I go put my plate up and get a refill, can I trust y'all to behave if I let the lady come up here and entertain y'all for a while? Y'all gonna be nice to her?
Of course they will be.
All right. She claims y'all are gonna be nice. If you're standing up here and this happens, you just hit the this.
Okay.
And it comes right back up. I don't know why it's been doing that lately.
I don't know either.
All right, I'll be right back. In 2.
Here comes Burgle. She's following you. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. They're not chicken tender, they're chicken wings. Wangs. Wangs. I think he actually used to sell them before, or I don't know. He used to sell them before, or gave them away or something. I can't remember. So they they were a little spicy. Yeah. I actually accidentally got hot instead of mild. So I do have water bottles in the fridge. We drink a lot of water around here. When it comes to me and Lou, and then the kids, my kids, they drink water. I know, I'm sorry. Epic fail on my part. Epic fail on my part, Pete. I mean, I like spicy stuff, but those were a little spicy. Little spicy. Puppy Princess says, I came for Daddy Lou, not this person. Well, I guess you're just going to have to come back then. But thanks for the super chat. Sheila K. Yeah, that's a weird question, Prophet, but none. We don't have any together. Oh yeah, them Chinese know how to make some wings, don't they? Yeah, we get wings from the place right up the street, a Chinese place right up the street. What's softer, Ohio State or loose taste buds? That might be a tie. That might be a tie, Pete. Well, you don't have anything, you don't ever have anything productive to say, so, I mean, if you think I'm always negative towards you, maybe start saying stuff that That's meaningful. Chinese people in black neighborhoods make the best wings. Lou says, leave him alone or he's deleting his channel. Yeah, we all know that's not going to happen. Oh, well, thank you, Sheila K. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm just me. So, I'm just me. Ask the people that have met me in person. Yeah, this is me. This is all me. It's not that he doesn't like chili with meat, Ghetto Streamlabs. He just doesn't put meat in his chili. But he said before that he would eat, he'll still eat chili with meat if other people make it. Committed. I don't know. Have you guys been to that channel, Puppy Princess? I don't know. I don't know. She might actually be a lady with women. Well, I mean, I say that, but I don't know for sure if she has woman parts. But she definitely looks like a lady. Chili without meat is just vegetable soup. Is that are you asking that as a question for me, Traveling Fools? I've never made spam dip. But are you having spam dip for game day? Well, thank you, Turk. I appreciate it. I did shower today, so. I'm not. No, Law Tie, don't put that pressure on me. No, I can't give you a score prediction. Sorry. Ooh, that sounds good, Guntman. Jalapeno popper dip. Nah, that's not true, Cade. That's not true. Yeah, I'm not too sure about spam. I mean, I like spam and I eat spam, but I'm not sure about spam dip. I'm not sure about spam dip. Darwinism's finest wants to know if I'm Mexican or Chinese. I'm neither. That's right, Ragdog. Where is Colby at, by the way? That joker. That joker. Oh, where's the puppy? Oh, she went with. Anytime he leaves the room, she goes with him. So. Yes, Robert. Having my show tomorrow, 8:30. Oh, not 8:30. 8 p.m. Eastern. Well, yeah, Ghetto Streamlabs. You're right. It is just like Chinese is a very big umbrella term too. So, like for the longest time, he referred to me as a Chinese Korean. So, what is your favorite football food? Well, I mean, it depends. You know, that I make. Are you saying that I make personally, or that we order out? So, because you know, there's a difference. How is it putting up with loose shenanigans? I think at this point I'm kind of used to it, so kind of used to it.
Virgo!
Chickasaw, am I part Chickasaw Indian? No. No. Yes, Sam Watson, for the most part, he is.
Oh, Ohio State with a long one. Just out of the reach.
Better now?
Out of reach for Jeremiah Smith, incomplete. Still 17-13. Auburn and Vandy still tied at 7. What's the Duke score? 32-28. Duke goes up over, or Miami on top of Duke. Duke with the ball, though, around midfield. 1st and 10. Might have gained a yard. Yeah, this might be Sam Pittman's retirement game here for Arkansas. 2nd and 10 for Ohio State now. Near midfield, throw, pass, complete. Has some room, picks up the first down into Penn State territory. Army starting QB is out. Yeah, they are. He is. Ole Miss favorite over UGA and ESPN FPI. Yeah. I haven't looked at it lately, but I know they were last week. Georgia will be a 10-point favorite probably over Ole Miss next week. Probably about a touchdown favorite against Tennessee the week after that. 3rd and 2 for Duke. Rolls out to the right, throws downfield. Holy shit. One-handed magnet catch that time. Damn. That was a hell of a catch by that Duke man. Look at that. Will Howard throws complete, hit right away, drop. Is that a fumble? They're going to have to take a look at it. It's been called a fumble on the field. It's close. Big play for Penn State if this stands as a fumble. They're going to have to look at it. Let's see. Here's a replay. Caught by Judkins. I think that's a catch. They called it a fumble on the field, is that right? Boy, that's close. They probably, I don't know. However they called it on the field is probably how it's going to stay. Well, most of y'all are saying incomplete, though. It's so close, they should probably just let it stand however it was called on the field. I think that's a fumble since it was called a fumble. Yeah, when it's this close like that, usually they just leave it however it was called on the field. This is a big... Boy, this is the third one of these turnovers that's been super close. There was the Ohio State fumble into the end zone, the Penn State interception in the end zone, and now this one, and all three are super close. The first two, here we go. Wow, they overturned it. Incomplete pass. I'm kind of surprised they overturned it. I didn't really think there was enough to overturn it. He catches the ball, turns around. Yeah, I don't know. I probably would have left it however it was called on the field there. Anyway, Ohio State's going to keep the ball. 3rd and 9. They're up 4. 12 minutes to go in the game. Big play for the Penn State defense here. They're on the Ohio State's on the Penn State 38. 3rd and 9. Play clock at 3. Snap. Will Howard looks to his left, throws to his left. Caught. Easy pitch and catch that time to Jeremiah Smith. Just coverage way too soft there on the outside for a 3rd and 9. First down, Ohio State. That was a big sequence right there. The overturned call and then an immediate first down on 3rd and 9. Handoff this time. Good tackle in the hole by Penn State. Might have gained a yard. 2nd and about 9 now. Got to hold them to a field goal. Yeah, holding them to a field goal will be huge here. A touchdown just about puts this thing away. I mean, Penn State hasn't scored an offensive touchdown all game. Their only touchdown was on a pick 6. If Ohio State goes up 2 scores, that's going to be tough for Penn State to come back from. If they can hold them to a field goal, then it'll just be a 7-point game. 2nd and 9 now for Ohio State. Back to throw. Will Howard rolls to his left. Now has to keep it. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of a couple. 3rd and long coming up for Ohio State. Hey, what's up, Jesse? No Penn State fans, don't do that. This chat will blame the refs, though. Penn State getting that slow death treatment right now. Hey, Lou, if UJ loses, you've got to chug a bottle of water when your season is over. Hey. Not that. Hello, man. Yeah, Arkansas is getting destroyed. This is starting to look like Sam Pittman's retirement party. He might be on the way out at Arkansas. Lou, the Penn State quarterback, can run. No, he can't, which is why it's so bad for Penn State that he's their leading rusher. Here comes a field goal attempt. 40-yarder from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick. Ooh, it's close. But good, he just did sneak it in the left upright. 7-point lead now for Penn State. Miami's up 4, 32-28. 14 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Duke with the ball, 2nd and goal coming up. Vandy and Auburn still tied at 7 in the 3rd quarter, 8 minutes to go. Vandy's got the ball on their own 26. Diego Poverty back to throw. hit as he throws, nearly intercepted, but it falls incomplete. Flag down, though. What's up, Chance? Thanks for the super chat, buddy. He says, classic Penn State, plays great all year to lose to elite teams and their playmakers go MIA. Penn State just will always be great, but never elite. Yeah, they just can't score. I mean, 0 offensive touchdown. You're not going to beat very many good teams scoring 0 offensive touchdown. That's just not a recipe for very much success against anybody, really, but particularly good teams. First and 10 for Vandy now on their own 36. Diego Poverty rolls to the right. Now he's going to run. Tackled out of bounds after a gain of about 4. Will Penn State make the playoff if they win out after this? Yes, I believe they will. At 11-1, I believe they will if they win out. Who deserves the title of Cuck State University more, Penn State or Ole Miss? I don't really get the premise of the question comparing those two. Lou, who is more of a threat to UGA, Ole Miss, or Tennessee? I think Tennessee is a better team, but we get them at home, which is an obvious advantage. Probably Tennessee. Penn State should have thrown water bottles on the field. Yeah, that would have been the thing to do. They missed a golden opportunity to get that fumble overturned. They could have thrown a bunch of shit on the field, stopped the game for 10 minutes, which, of course, by rule means that the referees have to reverse their call. So that's a good point there. Missed opportunity by the Penn State fans there for sure. This version of Ole Miss could beat Georgia. The version that's beating Arkansas? Come on, man. How many times do we have to go through this with these teams that beat these bad teams by 60? It means nothing, dude. It means nothing. Lou, what are your afternoon picks? I haven't made any bets on the afternoon games. Should we try to figure it out real quick? Y'all tell me what the picks are for the afternoon games. Oregon at Michigan. I like Oregon to cover. I like Iowa State to cover. I like Indiana to cover. I don't know why Central Florida is a 6.5 point favorite over anybody. Well, I don't know. Y'all tell me. What's the play on the 3:30 games? What do y'all think? Georgia to cover. Georgia's 2-5 against the spread. I don't like taking them to cover. They've only covered twice all year. Lou, you think Ohio State gonna somehow start scoring 6 instead of 3? I don't know. Don't know. All right, 2nd and 6 for Penn State on their own 29. Under 10 minutes to go. They're down a touchdown. Throws deep to Hamhock. Caught. Hamhock with a catch down the sideline. This Hamhock is unstoppable. And I like how he's growing his hair out, too. Somebody like that should have long hair. I agree with that. Grow your hair out, buddy. 1st and 10 on the Ohio State 40. That's one of the biggest plays of the day right there for Penn State. Dewaller's going to take off running, dives forward for a gain of about 4. 2nd down coming up for Penn State. Uncle Lou, the GOAT and my hero, along with John Anderson, that is. Seaman whole win. 3rd and goal, but Duke can't score. 4th and goal. 2nd and 6, Penn State goes nowhere. 3rd down coming up for Penn State. Juwane Jennings. Does it seem like everything has gone Ohio State's way this entire game? No. The Will Howard fumble into the end zone definitely didn't go Ohio State's way. Went Penn State's way. The house that Vandy built or will built or is building. Thoughts on the SEC fake injury fines? I'm 100% in support of it. It's not just fines, it's suspensions after the 3rd time. After the 3rd time, your head coach is suspended for a game. But putting the rule out there is one thing. Actually coming to the conclusion and fining somebody, I'm going to have to see that happen. Paylou 32-31. Yeah, Duke scored, so the game goes over. So we hit something, at least on the noon games. We hit the over on the Miami-Duke game. I had over 54. They're at 63 now. Why are we allowing this team to get into the playoffs? Which team? Lou, your video on the Georgia and Florida game being played on campus is awesome. Well, unfortunately, it's not going to do any good. I've been making that video every single year for a decade. It's not going to change anything, but I'm going to keep doing it because I just think it's ridiculous. Games should be played on college campuses. At the very least, if Georgia is going to continue to play Florida in Jacksonville for no reason, then Georgia needs to swear an oath to not play any other neutral site games. None. Don't quit doing these week 1 neutral site games. You want to play Clemson or Oregon? Play them in a home and home. I mean, Georgia's taken 2 of its biggest games every year and outsourcing them to NFL stadiums in another city for no fucking reason. Stop doing that. Play home games at home. UJ refuses to leave Mercedes-Benz. That might be the dumbest comment ever. Played Clemson in Charlotte 2 years ago. Play Florida and Jacksonville every year. As far as any of the other postseason games go, Georgia doesn't pick where those games are played. SEC championship game, bowl games, playoffs, national championship games. Georgia doesn't pick where those games are played. You're just a fucking retard. Look at this. Miami done scored already. Duke goes down and score. Miami score already. So Miami retake the lead. This is every Miami. I tell y'all, Miami's the most watchable team in the country. You have to watch Miami every game is like this. Every game is like this. $44 million is worth more than Uncle Lou's opinion. Nobody's getting paid $44 million to play a neutral site game. So I don't know if you're just making shit up or... well, actually, I do know. That is what you're doing. Ham hock down inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Penn State. Miami's rental field is so shitty. The Dolphin Stadium. Where will Napier end up? I don't know. No idea. Napier will be retired, enjoying his money. Florida's still paying Dan Mullen like $1 million a year from now to 2027. They're about to be paying Napier. So they're about to be paying 3 coaches. UGA will never travel west. Well, they beat Oklahoma in the Rose Bowl in 2017. Just off the top of my head, they've played at Arizona State. They've played at Oklahoma State. I don't know if Oklahoma State is considered out west or not. I don't know. Napier will end us at... Well, I can't even make sense of some of these comments now. Watch Miami is like watching Oklahoma in 2017 and 18. That's actually not a bad comparison. That's not a bad comparison, Brock. Third and goal for Penn State from the 2. Pistol, snap. Right up the middle, he didn't get there. I don't know if he gained anything at all. It's going to be 4th and goal. It's going to be 4th and goal for Penn State, and of course they got to go for it. Will they run it or throw it? 4th and goal from the 1. This could be the game here. If they don't get it. Hamhock's in the game at kind of a wing on the left. Dualler throws incomplete. $20 to 13, 5 minutes to go. What's Penn State's biggest win this year? Illinois. Yeah, they beat Illinois, what, 21 to 7? Commercial break, but it's going to be Ohio State's ball at the on their own 1 yard line when they come back from commercial with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, Ole Miss is humiliating Arkansas. Penn State should have played the backup after half. UJ should be ranked 7. 3 runs up the middle for no reason. You're a run team and you throw on the 1. Lou was wrong about Arkansas. Yeah, I pick like 40 games a week. If you look hard enough, you can find a game I'm wrong about every week. Run the gosh damn ball, says G-Man. We are over half the season in, and I don't know what kind team UGA is. Tired of seeing Penn State do this every year. We can put them on a top 10 band for a year or 2. I doubt it. 4th and 1 with the game on the line. You got to run the ball, push it up the middle. Going to say Penn State loose today and next year to Ohio State. Penn State gets down inside the red zone and all the creativity goes out the window. 850 Matthew says Penn State's offense versus Ohio State is annually painful. Yes, fact. They can't do anything. Michigan last year too. Remember that game? Penn State couldn't get a first down. Both Michigan cornerbacks are out today. Oregon by 100. I believe you. I'm betting it right now. I believe you, and I'm going to bet it right now. Oregon minus 14.5. Should I buy it down to 14? I'm going to buy it down to 14 just to be on the safe side. I bought it down to 14 just to be on the safe side. All right, Oregon minus 14. Auburn with the ball, 2nd and 9 on their own 3-yard line. Still tied at 7 in that one with Vandy. Here comes Ohio State on their own 1-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback sneak, pushes forward for about 4 yards out to around the 5. That gives Ohio State some breathing room. 2nd down coming up. Penn State is the Tennessee of SEC. Well, they would be the Tennessee of the Big Ten, is what you're trying to say there. They can't be the Tennessee of the SEC because Tennessee is the Tennessee of the SEC. So I think what you're trying to say is that Penn State is the Tennessee of the Big Ten. The only difference is Penn State has a bunch of 10-win seasons, and Tennessee's got like 1 in the last 15 years. 2nd and 6, Ohio State on the ground, picks up the 1st down out near the 12, 13-yard line. Well, it felt like if Penn State was going to have a chance, they needed to keep Ohio State backed up there, and they have failed to do that. It feels like what's going to happen is Ohio State's about to run the clock out. That's what it feels like to me. Penn State's the Big Ten's equivalent of the Mark Richt era UGA. That's pretty close. Yeah, because Mark Richt averaged about 10 wins. Penn State probably averaged about 10 wins. James Franklin has 1 Big Ten title. Mark Richt had 2 SEC titles. On the ground, Ohio State picks up another 5-6 yards. Yeah, Ohio State's fixing to grind this thing out. Ohio State's fixing to grind this thing out. Penn State doesn't tear a goal post. What did that say? Penn State doesn't tear a goal post down, but they have no reason when you can't beat Michigan or Ohio State. Best bet, never pick Penn State against Michigan or Ohio State if you're betting. 2nd and 4 for Ohio State. 3 minutes to go now. Another couple of 1st downs, and this one will be over. There it is. Big play. All the way out to the 35. This one's over. Penn State's I don't blame Penn State's defense. Penn State's defense played good enough to win, and the offense can't score a fucking point. The offense ain't got nothing but 2 fucking field goals. The only touchdown Penn State scored was a defensive touchdown. So finally, Penn State's defense says, you know what? Why are we out here busting our ass when the offense can't do shit? So they're in give-up mode now, so this game's over. You might as well switch to the Georgia pregame show. Well, I don't have no interest in watching no pregame shows. I will be shutting this stream down when the Ohio State game ends, though. I will be streaming the 3:30 games. Ohio State on the ground again. Another 5 or 6 yards. Yeah, Penn State in give-up mode defensively. I will be streaming the 3:30 games, but that'll be over on Patreon. So if y'all want to hang out and do it at 3:30 like we did it at noon, make sure you check out the Patreon page. The link's in the description of the video. I'll post it in the chat. I will post a link on the Patreon page about 5 minutes after this stream ends. When you go to the Patreon page, you will see the link posted. Just click the link and it'll take you to the 3:30 stream for all the afternoon games, which of course is going to include Georgia beating the absolute soul and will to live out of Florida and Sunbelt Billy. Florida just not on Georgia's level. That's pretty obvious to anybody with a brain. We also have the Michigan-Oregon game on at 3:30. What else? Kansas State at Houston, Indiana at Michigan State, Texas Tech at Iowa State, North Carolina. Oh, we get to watch Florida State lose again at 3:30. Now, that's always fun to do. We get to watch Florida State lose again at 3:30, which is great. Which is great. 3 picks say otherwise. Miami bring favored by 21 was too much. Yeah. Miami going deep, nearly intercepted. Miami's up 8 with 10 minutes to go. We hit that one though. We're going to hit the Penn State too. I had Penn State, Ohio State under 48. That's going to hit. and I had Miami Duke over 54. That's already hit. And then we lost the other ones. I think. Let's recheck some scores, but I think we lost most of the other ones, didn't we? What ended up happening with Illinois and what was the other one? Let's see. Illinois is down 5 with 5 minutes to go. And I had Illinois +3. So I need Illinois to score again on that one. Didn't I have Syracuse too? They must have lost. Did Syracuse lose? How come y'all haven't trolled me about that? Where's the Syracuse game? Syracuse is down 7 with 5 minutes to go, and I had Syracuse +3. So I need Syracuse and Illinois to score again, or else we're going to lose those. I definitely lost the Arkansas bet. No doubt about it. Who threw an interception? Cam Ward? Yeah, and see, come on, man. He deserves to throw an interception doing stupid shit like that. Are y'all watching any of the Miami game? Now, Cam Ward makes some amazing plays, but that was boneheaded as fuck. That was fucking terrible by Cam Ward right there. 2nd and 4 for Ohio State. They're going to pick up a couple of yards. 3rd and 2. Under 2 minutes to go in that one. Are you betting on the South Carolina? You talking about the South Carolina game? If I do, I'll take South Carolina plus the points. I haven't bet on it. Well, have I bet on it yet? Yeah, I did bet on it. I have South Carolina +3. I've got South Carolina +3. I already bet on that one. Oh, Southern Cal? No, I can't trust Southern Cal or their coach. He should have ran out of bounds. My 15-year-old has never heard of Joe Paterno. Raised right. What is a big game for Penn State? Pitt? Well, this is a big game. Third and 2. This is it right here. Penn State either stops them right here or the game's over. 3rd and 2. If Ohio State gets a first down, it's game over. Snap. Will Howard on a keep picks up the first down. Needed 2, gained 3. And that's going to do it. All right, Ohio State's going to hang on to beat Penn State 20-13. Penn State's only got 2 timeouts left, and there's only 1:50 to go. So this one's over. Now, the Miami-Duke games are going to get interesting at the end. It's an 8-point game right now, 39-31 with 8.5 minutes to go, and Duke's got the ball looking at a 4th down. Auburn and Vandy, 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Vandy, field goal, good. Vandy takes a 3-point lead, 10-7 on the road at the barn. All right, I'll be back on at 3:30 over on Patreon. The link to the Patreon page is in the description. I will post a link on the Patreon page in about 10 minutes. So you just go to the Patreon page in about 10 minutes. You'll see the link posted. Click the link. It'll take you to the live stream. We'll hang out, watch all the 3:30 games, which is going to include Georgia beating the absolute fuck out of Florida. All right, appreciate y'all hanging out with me for these noon games today. I had a great time. Of course, we'll do it again next week. And I'll see most of you over on the Patreon page here in about 10 minutes.